Good evening from InvestSharp's.com. This is Randy Smotone with your Wednesday, January 12th market update. We had a pretty good day in the market today. It was continues to be a mixed picture of, not everything seems to be going up together, but, some stocks are taking a rest on certain days. But overall, continues to look pretty bullish. So today the dollar was down quite a bit actually. Gold, silver, copper, and oil were all up. Light sweet crude futures were up another 75 cents to settle at $91.86 a barrel. So taking a look at the dollar ETF here, it was down almost 1%. Went back down, ripping through the 30. Haven't quite got back down to the 50 yet, but volume did pick up a little bit to the sell side. Definitely above average daily volume, about 1.5 times. See, and won't take a look at the West Texas Intermediate Group point figure chart. There's no change there. We haven't moved all that much. Let's go take a look at the S&P, since it had the largest percent gain today, up 0.9%. Went ripping through these prior highs, and looks real good. Seems like to me the market's probably on its way to let's see, we've got to go further than that out. Somewhere around the right up here would be about 1300. Actually, the high here is about 1313. So I'm thinking the next stop probably is going to be around, and I mean, it could pull back before that, but it seems like it's kind of wanting to go towards this prior resistance level here, which dates back to 2008. Okay, so let's take a look at the Dow. So the Dow actually was the weakest for the third day in a row, but of course it was still closed up 83 points, up 0.72%, went breaking through this little downtrend line. NASDAQ going higher, still looking good, and Russell also. Russell hasn't just barely took out this prior high here, and like I said, it's been using this trend line as some resistance. So of course the next stop would be up here somewhere. You can't see it up there. Probably, I don't know, 808, possibly 805. We'll see as we expand the chart out this way. Let's see, gold, GLD. Gold is not a lot of volume in gold, but gold, seems it's held down here pretty well, and it's back up into a resistance level here from the uptrend line where it broke down from. Silver hanging in there, has not got back up to where it broke down as far as the uptrend line. Still looking fine. Copper seems like it wants to go higher. The euro, nice bounce today off the European bond auctions auction there, and I guess a little less concerned about Portugal, and a lot of volume coming in. And the VIX volatility still even lower, down 3.85%. So there's options are pretty inexpensive here, so if you need to buy some protection, go for it. See, volume was a little below average daily volume. It was okay. It came up. It got better during the afternoon, because in the morning volume was really light. I mean, we were going up, but the volume was like way lighter, than about 30% less than usual. So let's see this. Let's take a quick look here at the ES. Just kind of where is it at? There it is. And this is on a 1 hour chart, the last 10 days on the ES. So right here was January the 3rd, touched here, and again this is 1 hour bars. And this was January the 6th, and then today we got up to this, well, actually it was here on the 12. So we're up against the trend line resistance, and we did pull back. Now we're holding it up. I mean, this is where it looks like right now. So we're holding really well. So it looks like we could go ahead and break on through that, but the S&P E-mini futures have been using this, at least this last 2 times it was using this as some resistance, and it did it again this time, but it looks like it possibly could break through it. We'll see what happens overnight and into the morning. So let's go look at the McClellan oscillator. This is on the NYSE McClellan. So we're at around 18. So again, this is overbought, oversold, so we're still pretty neutral. to the sectors. So all 16 sectors we follow finished in the green. The semi-index had the largest percent gain, up 1.97%. Gold index was the weakest, still closed up though 0.11%. And over the chart watch, a bunch of charts I'm going to rip through. BAC breaking higher, looks good. Goldman Sachs still looks really good here. The volume picked up today, took out this little prior high here, and it seemed to kind of rest down through here around this trend line, and it looks good here. TRGL, talked about this one breaking higher out of this little consolidation it had been in. Good volume on it. INTAP breaking higher. Stephen Madden breaking out above the downtrend line with good volume. Rubicon Technology breaking out above the downtrend line with good volume, lots of volume there. Looks good. Palladium, North Palladium breaking higher, tons of volume. CBI right around did peak out over this high a little bit today, but it still looks good, so keep an eye on it. It looks like it might go ahead and go higher. Allergan up against some resistance, but it looks like it wants to break out and go higher as well. Quest Software, this one is great fundamentals. It went all the way up here 2850, and then now it's just kind of it's been having a little problem getting over above this downtrend line, but watch it because it's probably have a nice breakout once it breaks through there. Goal Linus Airlines, nice, tons of volume. There's just tons of volume. Look at all this volume here, then pull back, and then tons more volume here, and then breaking out here above the downtrend line today. MRVL, I can't type. Marvell Technology up against resistance. So let's go out here a little bit, right? So resistance. This watch over this 21 level. Some good volume. Have a nice breakout on that one. Could be coming here shortly. Baker Hughes breaking higher. And then SLB, really like this one. It's been in this, bouncing back and forth between about 80 and 84, right? Back and forth, back, and here, and then volume coming back in. Looks like it wants to take out this prior high about 84.55 and head higher. So here's the previous high. So that one was really strong today. FCX looked good, went higher. Still stalking this Coinstar if it ever gets stuck. So it seems like it's still trying to, it has a good support around this 55, and it hasn't quite taken out the downtrend line yet. Well, it did here, right? And then it pulled all the way back, tested the 55 level again, and so now here's the next downtrend line here. So watch for that, and volume seems to be picking up a little bit, so it might be about ready to break higher now. We'll see. Caterpillar still holding up well. CMI, same thing, still looks good here, holding up well. TCK, again, looks like it wants higher, looks good. IPI, of course, all the ags look good. Of course, this one breaking higher today. MOS breaking higher today. This isn't all of them, just some of them. AGU has not taken out the prior high yet, but it's working on it, so that might be a little lower risk entry, maybe possibly on that one. Then the small cap for Brazil breaking out with lots of volume today above the downtrend line. You like to play ETFs. Las Vegas Sands, nice little flag here on lighter volume, so keep an eye on that one. Looks good. MGM, this little doji string there holding up really well. Another casino holding up well is Wynn, so watch for its next move. CXO breaking higher. Deere breaking higher. AGCO, another construction ag stock breaking higher. Cameron International breaking out higher above the what had been a little bit of resistance there. ANR pulled back a little bit today. In fact, a lot of the coals pulled back today as well, so we'll see what happens there. A VSEA, Varian Semiconductor, continues to run higher. It's crazy at this point. Hess still holding up. Did pull back. It's holding about the midpoint of that candle there, so we'll see what goes from there. RRC, it hit, pulled back, hit, got right there today, so we'll see what the next move is. But this one, Range Resources, looks like it, does want to go higher. Lots of volume here, so just wait for a possible little bit of a flag or a dip to buy. Tidewater moving higher. Talked about this one before. Rack, same thing. It held up today, so nothing wrong with it there. EOG, next buy point when it takes out about 100, but this thing's been really flying after it broke out of this triangle. Southwest Energy up against some resistance, but lots of volume pouring back into it, so it seems like it wants to break higher as well, somewhere around that 39-ish. We actually have a prior high here of about 39.36 to take out, but then it's going to have some resistance, up here a little higher, somewhere around 40 to 41 level. And Apache still looks good. Been talking about that one. Stanley Black & Decker, after breaking out of the it's just a little doji day, but it's holding up fine. BCR, this one, as soon as it takes out the BCR didn't come up yet. There it is. Yeah. So as soon as it takes out this downtrend line, next move, and this is a weekly line here, so it's got some weekly support around 90. But that one looks good for preparing for the next move, possibly. Tandem, talked about this other day, still going higher, still looks good. Netflix was weak, but then it popped back up, so it's still holding the 30. It still looks good. Apple, mostly resting today, but it still looks good. Cree had a nice little dragonfly type doji. Looks like it wants to go higher. Probably going to get back at least to here. Should have some resistance here from where it touched here and here, around that 72.50. SLB, I think I already talked about that. I'm sure I typed it in twice. I did. Typed it in twice. And Occidental. So I talked, and after breaking higher over the downtrend line here, it's holding up fine here. So economic data on deck for tomorrow. We'll get the monthly international trade number. We'll get the producer price index, and we'll get the weekly jobless claims. All of that will be out at 8:30. And then at 10:30 we'll get the nat gas report, the weekly nat gas report, and of course all that is in Eastern time. So take a quick jump over here to the current market signals on the site. We'll note, with the Dow going higher today, this price objective increased again. So now the point and figure bullish price objective is now 13,400 for the Dow, and of course it doesn't mean we'll absolutely get there, and there's no time frame, but it did increase again, and the Nasdaq and S&P stayed the same, and that's the current bullish point and figure price objective on the Nasdaq and S&P. All right, that is it for today. Thanks for watching.